My name is Emmanuel Atujakome Friday, and I came all the way from Delta State to this Lagos to work. Getting to this Lagos, I worked for 1 week. After 1 week, the next Monday, after work, I and my friend went. After selling around 10 o'clock, we were about to go, and my friend told me to wait, that he wants to buy something. And he left me at the bus stop. Then, few minutes after, the police people now came, and they were just rushing me. What am I doing here? I should get inside the Black Maria. And they didn't allow me to explain what I'm doing. And that is how they took me out. And after the raiding that night, they took us to Oshodi at a tax force office. Then the next day in the morning, they took us to court. After everything, I was about to call my uncle, and I gave one lawyer like that. I didn't know his name. I gave him my uncle's number, and he called him. After their discussion, before my uncle came from his house to the court, the tax force people has returned us back to Oshodi, and they kept us in one room. Inside the room, we were about 40 something inside. After they discovered that I'm infected, they told me to leave the inside, as in they told me to leave the cell. Inside the cell, there was no food, no water, and no, as in we don't used to take our baths inside the cell. There was no bed. We normally sit like this, and another person will sit on my front. After they took us out, pushed us inside the Black Maria, I later find myself in the tax force office. They didn't take us to prison. After they pushed me out from the cell, the little money I was having on hand, I used it to come to the hospital. When they pushed me out from the cell, I got back to the site, and I took the money I was having, 13,500. So a friend of mine who was working with us in the site now brought me to the hospital to take treatment. But after some days, the drugs I bought was finished. So the social welfare take over the expenses, and she is the one taking care of me now for both the drugs and others. And before my family people know that I'm in the hospital, I told my doctor to take my photo and send it to my other sister on Facebook, and that's how my family people got to know that I'm in the hospital. My hospital bills now, I've not been able to pay because my family don't have enough to spend for that. And my father now is a bangatapa, and he normally do oil, and he don't have money to pay for my hospital bill. And now every day by day, my hospital bill is increasing. On the process of searching for me, my parents have spent the little they have, and now my hospital bill is increasing day by day. I really do need help. I need anybody, if anything you can use to help me for my hospital bill.
The boy in question, Atujakome Emmanuel Friday, is a son to my elder sister that just died last year. Now, the boy came to Lagos, coming to work at Lekki. I got to know that the boy is in Lagos when a particular lawyer called me all the way from the magistrate court, as a customary court, saying the boy is in their custody, that the boy was raided at Lekki, brought to the court. Then I decided to tell the man, please, I was not around, then I was at Umahia, that I'll be coming the third day. Please make every provision to see that this boy is secured. And he promised me that everything is right. When I came back, I got to the court. When I got to the court, I called the man. Where is the boy? He said the boy is intact, that I should bring money so we can bail the boy out. He now told me that, behold, what I need to do right now is to pay for the release of the boy. I said, okay, where is the boy? He now said, if I pay, they will go and release the boy. The boy had been taken to Kirikiri. That if not Kirikiri, it will be at the other side of the prison. I said, okay, no problem. How much is the bill? Which I really know that the bill is 10,000 naira, and he said the bill is 20,000. I counted 20,000 naira cash and give. So I now demanded that they should give me the entry, the leaks that brought these boys then to court, so I can search for the boy name. I only discovered Friday, Oga Kome. And I said, do you people have problem in spelling? Okay, if people have problem in spelling, that will be the boy, because it's only the Friday I find in that list. Then we went, I cross-checked all the prison, tried to check, I didn't find the boy. And the boy was still in the custody of the Lagos State Task Force agency. And the very lawyer knew what was happening. And the lawyer was telling me he didn't know what was happening, that he's looking for the boy. And I instructed the lawyer, okay, what will be there? I will give you extra 10,000 naira. Go as much as possible, even down to the task office. Try to cross-check the entry of the names. The lawyer told me that he have confirmed everything, the name is not there. Okay, what can we do? Suddenly, as we are still tracing this, I've been going from prison to prison. And I saw one of the early days, the senior sister that is staying with me, now said someone sent a pics and information into her mailbox. I said, what is it? He now opened it. What I saw was, do you know this boy? Are you familiar to this boy? And I said, answered yes, because the picture of the boy was there. And the boy I knew very well, which I was with last year, the boy was okay. And this body was just dense as if they pour acid on this body. And I asked, okay, just play cool as an intelligent person, keep on going if we can get where the boy is. On the fourth day, I make an inquiry, then we came to the hospital, which is the general hospital of Lekki here. And they said that it's not Lekki, that we should come to general hospital here. And we came to this very place. Finally, I saw the boy. How did he want? The boy told me that the very lawyer that were telling me that, behold, that they didn't know where the boy is, said the day they chased the boy out of the cell, he knew. He was even asking, your brother has not come, none of your family has not come. Then the day they drove the boy out, the next day I still saw the lawyer in the court, which I went. And the lawyer told me verbally that he didn't know the way about of the boy. So when I see the game be played, and that's okay, as far as I find this boy somewhere, and I went to the human rights office, and I said that, please look at what is happening. This thing is beyond my control. And when I went to the first prison, which they told me he was, I can't find the boy. Then I have to take ferry from there to Maximum Prison. Getting to the place, I did not see the boy. And I said, okay, let the human rights comes in and assist me. And the human rights has been playing their role, trying to search for the boy with me. Soon as I get the boy, I have to go back to them, look at what is happening. And they told me that, okay, I should go and confirm if that is the real boy. And I get to the hospital, I confirmed that was the real boy. And the hospital told me that, behold, the boy has spent some days there and his bill have accumulated. What I want the government to do is they should pay for what they have caused. Because to my own knowledge, the task force has no right to detain anybody. The Lagos State Task Force has no right to detain anybody in their custody, because they told me that the boy has left the hospital and they have charged him to the prison unless I pay for the bond bail. And I did that. I cross-checked all the prison, he was not there. But the boy told me just of recent that he was kept at the Lagos State Tax Office custody.
When this matter was reported in our office, we advised that you go about making inquiries of how to see the boy and go probably to the hospital and see if the boy is actually in the hospital. And eventually, we are here today, the boy is found in the hospital, but a lot of damages have been done to him. Our position on this case is not how long the story is, but we are going to hold Lagos State responsible. We are going to hold the judiciary of the at the national level responsible to make sure that Lagos State will stop the idea of illegal custody of people, the so-called raiding in the name of task force, by which many people might have lost their lives through this kind of process. What if this man is not fortunate enough? He would have resorted to his death and he will give up. Also, the power of the police is clearly stated in the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, but the abuse of order and authority is what is the song of the day. going by the actions of Nigerian police, especially those attached to the Lagos State Task Force. So we are holding Lagos State government responsible. We are holding the Attorney General of the state responsible. We are holding the Inspector General of Police responsible. Why? It is their duty, collectively and individually, to make sure that things are done according to the constitutional grounds. No matter the law the Lagos State must have made, it does not surpass that of the provision of the court, of the Constitution, which is the ground norm of every law that we all supposed to exist and enjoy our liberty as persons. The rule of law is the strength of the poor man. So we are following the rule of law and make sure that they are brought to book accordingly.
The Lagos State Task Force, the Lagos State government, or anybody, nobody in particular has a right to abduct any citizen of the Federal Republic of Nigeria unlawfully in the street. People have the right to freedom of movement. People can move about, but it has become a situation in recent time that Lagos State government has been going about in the name of task force, kidnapping, abducting people and taking them to court. Most of these people have been taken to prison. Most are not taken to prison. Most have been diverted, as can be exemplified by this case. So in this situation now, we as a human rights organization, we have decided to institute an action for the enforcement of the fundamental right of the victim in this case. So we are going to make sure that the law takes its course, because we are going to approach the court of law to let the court determine whether it is legally right for Lagos State government through the task force to go about abducting people and separating them from their family, and some people may even have lost their lives as a result of this situation, which is why we have decided as an organization which are sworn for the protection of the downtrodden members of the society, that we are going to make sure we seek the enforcement of the fundamental right of the victim in this case, which has been so glaringly abused.